Swami Vishnu-devananda gives a talk 1989 in New York City, Sivananda Yoga Center. This is part 1 of 2. Swami Vishnu-devananda gives a talk in New York City, April 8th, 1989.
Om Namo Narayana. Om Shuklam Bharadram Vishnu Shasivarnam Chidambuddham Prasanna Patanthaya Sulpano Shandahe Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guru Namaha Ajnanamranta Jnananjana Chakshurmildamena Tasmai Shri Guru Namaha Dhyanamram Guru Mati Pujamuram Guru Padam Andamuram Guru Vatam Mokshamuram Guru Rupa Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidanandamurte Vishpavanjaya Shandaya Shri Shivanandaya Te Namaha Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvata Sadhige Charanye Trambayogari Narayani Namaste Narayani Namaste Narayani Namaste Om Shanti 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 Om cover it up with something. Now we are going to put everything under. Think of things properly. It's not. Prasad should be brought last time and we should bring the prasad here and put him over. Take that out, put some other place. Not place, meditate. Just a few minutes, let us dive deep into the silence. Hear the silence. Hear the silence. See the silence. Taste, smell, and touch the silence. Silence is God. Silence the truth. Silence the peace that passeth all understanding. The silence is Om. Om is silence. The beginning there was silence. And everything merged in silence in the end. All your sufferings, pain, problems, birth, rebirth, all completely disintegrate like salt in the water. Salt thrown in the ocean will disappear, disintegrate, and merges the ocean. So dive deep and hear the sound Om mentally. It synchronizes the breath, prana, inhale Om, exhale Om. The next few minutes. Shanti, Shanti. Om Namah Shivaya. So we are here. So today is not yesterday. Are you sure? So you are going to hear mortality and immortality. I'm going to go smoking so I won't have the
Brilliant, brilliant.
I thought of avoiding this, but sunlight. Mortality and immortality. Two things we all know. Please come in. If anyone is asking to come in, so that's somehow.
Come in, sir.
Let's do smoking shake. Don't sit on the left.
On the left.
Make it straight.
Make it straight, yeah.
Please.
Maybe you want to sit here. Yeah, the picture.
We all know the meaning of mortality. It means the body must go back from where it came. It came from the food cycle and it must go back into food cycle. You can't stop by any means. No doctors, but Murali cannot stop. Dr. Murali. Oh my, I can see it. Murali was very small. Masters. She was a medical student. And her sister, her parents, mother, father is no more. At that time, I also was small too. Jumping and dancing and doing all those things. And now, to climb up, to climb down is very difficult because decay has set in. Decay. That is inevitable law. Flowers. It looks very beautiful now. Some flowers are not even born. They're in the bud stage. There are some buds. And they hit the bud. Definitely. Can you see? And some is opened a little bit. Some fully open, some fully blossoms. Yes. This will be it will take another 2 days bigger. So in these different stages of decay, setting, even the bud, though it's going to open, you call it blossoming. But the nature's point of view, it is changing constantly. Every moment it changes. It's not to say, so also you too. Your body changes every moment, non-stop. It's like this lamp is burning oil every moment. But What is a moment? Young doctor, you go to another doctor. What's a moment?
A piece of time.
Just tell me how small that unit of time is.
I can't measure it.
Why not?
I don't really know what it is.
Yeah.
As we measure, it's gone.
What is the unit of present moment? Is the interval when the future changes into the past. That's not true? Everyone agrees that. That's true or not, doctor? When the future changes into the past, that is the present moment. That present moment we can never able to measure, because before you can catch it and measure it, it is gone. The present moment cannot be caught and measured. Past is gone forever. Past will never come to the present. Can you bring back the past memories? You can bring back. But all this babyhood I saw once he was sitting there, I still remember, And sitting in the cross position, I thought of Swami Vishnu-devananda as an young boy. Well, the past is gone, except only in memory. And the future?
Hasn't come.
Future is always in the future. We can write in the wall, tomorrow I will do my yoga asanas. You can write there. And you come and see tomorrow, what do you see? Tomorrow. So tomorrow comes to the today, or future comes to the present. Before we measure, it is gone into the past. Past is gone forever. And the future is only in the future.
In the offing. To come.
So what is present, past, present and future is only in your mind. So, but one thing is taking place. Everything is moving moment by moment. So, that lamp is burning every moment. You can't say how much it is burning oil at a given moment. Just like the moment cannot be measured, you cannot also see the changes, how much it is changes at a given moment. You can carefully look at my nose. At this very moment, can you see any change? Come on, look carefully. You don't look at the microscope. Even on the microscope, you don't see any. Look at my hair, grey hair. It's also changing at this very moment. Can you see any change? Look very carefully. But all the grey hair did not come all at one fine morning when I got up. Oh my God, I got all the grey hairs. It is taking place moment by moment. If you don't believe it, oh, that's Saraswati. Oh, I don't see you for a long time, Saraswati. You are observing silence too?
I listen.
So anyhow, moment by moment. When I came first time, I created this center. I didn't have one grey hair. If you don't believe it, just look into complete illustrated book of yoga and you can see all my pictures. And even the picture, you won't even recognize. When you look at my God, this Swami Vishnu, this was, not this is. Means was past. It is gone. That Swami Vishnu is dead and gone. The Swami Vishnu which I brought from India in 1957 is no more here. As medical doctor says, every 7 years, every cell in the body changes. That means the body which you see is not the body which you brought from India. So also Murali, your body too. So Murali, your mother's body too. They're all changed. And I changed it not once. And now 61. How many times I changed? Since I came, 57, 67, 77, 87, about 30, almost about 4 times, let us say. Don't worry about few days this way. 4 times I am dead. My past is gone. And new person is born. If you still don't believe, look in my complete list of yoga. That body is no more here. Neither I can do the same thing what I did with that body. So also my mind changed too. I went as a young boy to Gurudev Sivananda Maharaj. I practiced in intense yoga and sadhana. I went to Himalayas, etc. But Swami Gurudev itself, physical body of the Gurudev itself is no more. It's only in memory. So also your parents, many of your grandparents, your family members, friends, they're all gone into the past. And you are living in the present. But this present is only in your imagination. But what is happening is always things move from one thing to another.
Constant change.
That's it. Change is the inevitable law. So time means change. Time means change. Changes. Many kings, many barons, prime ministers, they're all gone. As Gurudev says, time sweeps away kings and barons. Where is Napoleon? Where is Nehru? Where is Kennedy? Where is Indira Gandhi? Where is Gandhiji? Where is Hitler? Where is Mussolini? Where is Stalin? They're all
Gone.
They came and few days like the stage, they played there as a prime minister, a king, crown, and they just left. If they didn't leave, still this time will take away. So also Christ. If the Christ did not die in the cross, he also will eventually will pass away just like any other person. So this change is inevitable. This is called mortality. This change is called, another word is time, kala. Time sweeps away kings and barons. Means this change is constantly going on moment by moment. And this moment we cannot measure, but it takes place everything in by moment. Not only this body, not only this flower, not only this lamp is changing moment by moment, so also this piece of iron is also changing
It must.
moment by moment. That change you call it oxidation. Oxidation means what? Same thing. This also oxidizes oil,
Decay.
combined with the oxygen. So it's changing. So this New York Center is changing, is it not? When I came here, I remember that was all, can't remember how it was back. Anyhow, we did lots of work. It changes. It changed. And still changing. Now it came back and we saw a little bit better. Better. Means what? The changes is not only one direction, changes also takes place in the opposite direction too. So, this plant is changing. Oh, a beautiful rose. It is now kept in the water. You can slow the change a little bit by putting in the water, or I can hasten the change faster. You want to see my power? Oh, I don't want. Okay, I'll take it. You want to see? Still no, you may not understand it. Maybe. I take one petal. Now you can see my power. Next minute is color, is beauty, smell, I don't know, still maybe a little bit water in my hand, water coming from that petal. Now, you want anyone this like that? No one wants it. What is going to take place in 10 days, maybe this may be in the water, it may stay for a longer time, but the same thing, what I can make it also in 10 seconds, as I did now. Whole flower I can press it down. So we can accelerate the change or we can slow it down. But change is inevitable. You cannot stop the change. Acceleration is possible and you can slow it down, but you cannot stop it. Nobody. That's called time. That's called mortality. You cannot stop the changes of anything in this universe. So not only New York Center is changing, so also the whole New York is changing, Manhattan. What is that? Don't bring it here. What's this? Okay. What is that? Just keep it outside. There's no time. Prasad bring the last time. This change is constant. You can slow it down, your aging process, by practicing yoga. But you cannot stop the change. Today, I got lots of laser. Some new blood vessels are growing. Well, that's blood vessel, they said, doctors said, no use. It'll stop the vision. So they try to destroy that blood vessels by just flashlight, this he is doing, a flash bulb. It's a very powerful beam of laser pinpointing on various blood vessels. They shot the blood vessels, literally like bullets. Little burning is a sensation, but not too much, but anyhow, thank God, that's what I brought this glass in case. These are our photographers, this makes it burn my, so I brought this, maybe let's make it.
Put him on, Swami.
It flashes. And you can see little flash, but each time a pinprick. Okay, it's burning intensely for fractions of a second. So it destroyed the growth. So you can hasten the growth, or you can destroy the growth, or can slow the growth, but changes take place in either direction. Example, this circle is perfect circle, as it might not be, but as it's full circle is not the end at least. It's not full circle. Now, which is the beginning in the circle? Where's the beginning? And that. Anyone can say where's the beginning? Murali?
No,
Pardon? Any place can be the beginning. So I say, this is the beginning. This particular area is the beginning. And which is the end then? Which is the end?
but the beginning is the same. Same place.
Where the same spot. So if you are looking from here, if I'm counting here, running here, then it's a end, the beginning becomes end. If I'm going the other way, the beginning become, the end become beginning. And the beginning become, end become beginning of beginning. So you can
Time
see.
marches on.
So, then what is death and birth? Or creation and destruction? There are two words. Creation and destruction, evolution and dissolution, or change. All change. But you call it death. But nature doesn't call it death. You call it birth, creation. But nature doesn't call it is creation. It's only for nature's point of view, it's called change, time. You all agree, is it not? From me, who doesn't agree? Everybody agrees. So, the whole Manhattan is changing. I remember also the streets when I came. I was staying in the Cornishaw's Hotel before even I knew this place existed. In the other 23rd Street, there's a Cornishaw's Hotel. No, they changed it to something else, some old people's home or something like that. You know that?
Yeah.
You remember that? What is the no percentage called? You took the lessons there in Cornishaw's Hotel?
Absolutely.
That's a place, before I knew anything, I came to New York and they stayed in a $3 hotel with full of rats. They're on the other side.
When you first came, you were 21st Street between Park and Madison.
Yeah, Medicine Avenue, that's right. That's from there I moved to Cornishaw's Hotel. In that last 30 years, it changes. The street changes, the beautiful big buildings coming up and so forth. So the whole Manhattan is changing. Maybe slowly sinking, or the water is coming up. And they bought this Manhattan several years ago, I don't know how long, brought from Indians. How much they paid for this place, the whole for Manhattan?
$24.
$24. Oh my God, I don't mind. But now its value has gone much down after so many years. Its value has gone down. Because, like an old car, you don't give same price more. So it's an old car, New York became Old York. But it changed in the other direction. Skyscrapers came. We bought at that time for $60,000.
Really?
Yeah, $60,000 about 30 years ago. But now they say it's $500,000 worth.
Oh, more.
More maybe. Its price went up also. The positive direction is not negative direction. Suppose you buy a car, the car value will go. In fact, I heard when I came, I heard they were driving me in a Lincoln Continental from the airport. And he said, who gave this car? My car, you. I said, I didn't allow you to buy a Lincoln Continental. No, Swami Murali gave donation. I like it. So I said, oh my God, how old this car is? He said 76. Oh, that's right. Because I got a Mercedes also 76, and I got a Cadillac 76 years. I didn't change it at all. So 76 years. So now I got a Lincoln Continental also 76 years. Same thing. But its value is not gone up. Its value has gone down. So little squeezy, little this thing, little that thing. It's like the body. But the Manhattan's value has gone up. The car's value has gone down. But still it's changed, up or down. That's how do you look. So birth and death are not two different things. They are the same. There's no difference at all. From your point of view, it is death. So let's take for example again. When I was saying, sometime I used to eat rose, not just a beauty. No, can you eat rose flower?
Yeah, I remember you eating. This is
Good. Tasty.
Delicious.
Delicious. But from the rose point of view, rose saw my teeth. My God. This teeth is going to crush me. He was not very happy about to see my teeth. In fact, they also have life. They also smile. When you smile, they smile. When you are happy, they are happy. They are alive. If you try to give a plastic flower, a plastic rose, who wants a plastic rose? Murali, her husband, said he is going to give you a bunch of plastic flowers, plastic rose for your birthday. What would you do?
Give it back to him.
If you immediately give back, it's not so bad. He will hit him with so the evil wife, don't look at it now. Though I paid $100 for this plastic flower. Makes no difference how much dollar you gave it. It has got no value. But a live flower, its value. It has got prana. So changing of this prana is called beauty too. You all have beauty. Your face smiles. And that smile is nothing but prana. So when the flower saw my teeth, it's just like you are seeing the teeth of a jaw. You are swimming in the ocean, in the polluted ocean, but there you saw a big jaw. And you saw all his teeth. You said to the jaw, hey, you got a beautiful teeth. Hey, you never got a dentist. And you never had any brushing. Maybe your teeth is, I must learn the secret. That's what you said. When you saw the teeth of the jaw, or the jaws, that sharp jaw, you said, just like this flower said, my God, I am going to be eaten. So, the depth of this body in the jaw's mouth is but for the cells of the jaws. The flower has gone into my mouth. Now it is being slowly digested, assimilated, and become part of my body cell. It was a few minutes ago, it's a beautiful flower, but now it is part of my body. So, one thing changes into another. change is not only one direction or in the same body, but it also can take place into the called. Your body is composed of food, composed of matter. You call it food. But what's composed means it must decompose. Decomposition. Composition and decomposition. Compose. So, we compose this body with eating food. Before we came, we must have eaten some food. And just before I came, we really made some food. And I ate some food, and that Buddhist food has been digested now, and my body is changing. But it goes back into the same food chain. I eat a tomato, or I eat this flower every day, more tomatoes, my body starts growing like a tomato. It is. And you can see it was not the same body. And then, when ultimately it cannot anymore digest food, assimilate food, or eliminate, then it's called, the other side starts. What is it called? Decomposition. Don't say duct. Duct is a wrong word. Decomposition starts. And when it starts decomposing, it starts mailing. The same Swami Vishnu's body is mailing after 3-4 days. You want to, unless it's preserved, it will be smelly horrible. So what you do, you want to dispose of. So decomposition means disposing. To where? The place from where it came. It came from the earth. That flower, that tomato came from the earth, and I ate the tomatoes. Now you bury me under the earth and cover it in night and put a tomato plant over me. And the tomato plant will say what? You ate me once upon a time, you remember? Now I am going to eat you. So the beautiful tomatoes will come out of the Swami Vishnu. And you call it what? Tomato. But it is nothing but Swami Vishnu. You are eating the tomato, you are eating Swami Vishnu. Say back in the same chain. And of course, New Yorkers don't eat worms, do you? No, never. But you give the worms to a fish. And fish says, juicy, give me more. So fish start eating the worms and it become bigger and bigger and bigger. And when you are eating the fish, what are you eating?
Worms.
But you call it fish. It's changed. Its composition changed. The form, the long worm becomes short and bulky like a fish. And now you call it fish. You eat. And your body is growing with the fish. And eventually when you are dead, who is going to eat you? Worms. You came back. That's called mortality. You understand? It's very simple. You all know. It's not I have to say all these things. Anything I said is new, please tell me. Did I say anything new which you did not know? Then what I'm talking? Why I'm talking? You already know all these things. Why I'm talking? But you forget this. You identify this perishable, changing body as I am, Swami Vishnu. And you look at the mirror, Swami Vishnu. I'm so happy with seeing that face, so I just put on a little turban. Still I'm not happy, so I put that in the lap. Still I'm not happy, so I put some lipstick. Not red, green. Green lipstick. Still I'm not happy, I put some earring. Still I'm not happy. Just my. So I put some chain, gold chain. And sometimes Bahamas, people put so thick chain, gold chain, it's all drug money, And that they carry that gold. They all have the rounded neck. That's very important. You chain. We try to keep thinking that I'm going to be immortal if I have a chain. If I have a new type of hairdo or reality, or real thing, what do you call it? That permanent hair,
Perms?
permanent.
Perms.
The hair is permanent, it's not. It is not permanent. It is changing also. Look at the all my gray hair. If you don't believe it, doesn't matter how much I put the creation formula. Though it looks black, but still it is changing. I can take all the vitamins, minerals, and so forth, but still it is changing. So the change is inevitable, even not only to this planet Earth, the California, the whole west coast of America, called California, which is moving where? Towards north, towards Alaska. And the continent America, which was supposed to call American, is moving southward. So that's called San Andreas Fault. It's not San Andreas fault, but it's someone's fault, God knows whose fault. So, the California belongs to the Pacific plate, which moves slowly north, and the continental plate of America is moving south. It's not just, actually, they can measure these changes. Maybe very slowly. And some houses are built between this fault, and the living room goes to north, and the bedroom goes south. And in one day they say California will wind up in North Pole, or maybe under Pacific Ocean. So Indian Ocean, the India, we call subcontinent India, where we come from, is not beyond the Asiatic plate. It's beyond the oceanic plate. And the India slowly moved the water all around and slowly hit the Asiatic plate, and suddenly Himalayas is the highest mountain. And still changing, God knows where. In fact, they found out South Africa and South India were connected land. You can see the sediments and rock, etc. They can measure it. South Africa and South India was connected land. And slowly South Africa moved this way, India moved that way, and even Australia was very close to India. In fact, Rama's time went to Lanka. That Sri Lanka is not the present Ceylon. It was the Australia and the Bali, Fiji, all those areas. They were very connected to India, and Australia moved one direction, and South Africa moved to another direction, and India moved to another direction. So South America, the Antarctica was part of South America. Antarctica moved one side, and Australia moved another side, and South America moved further away. Constantly changes take place, even this planet Earth. But you ever think that? Oh yes, America is real. They call real estate. There's no real estate. Neither your hair is permanent. It is impermanent. How many $50, $100 it costs to make it permanent? How much it costs? $50? How much? Hairdo, eh?
She knows about $50.
To how many?
About $58.
Yeah, but $58. And you thought permanent you are going to get. You know that that's not permanent. How many times you made change? Even with all the permanent, still the hairs are changing, and the gray is also falling, and new hair is coming up. So this is called, so the galaxies, it's not only sun, moon, sun itself is burned. 5 billion years the sun is burning, just like this lamp. Half of its lifespan is gone. And another 5 billion years, the whole planet, the sun will burn up. So then what is left in this universe? Changing. And you think it's mine. That is bringing pain eventually. So be wise. Be wise. That's called purpose of satsang, is to make you understand there is no such thing as permanent in this universe. Everything is changing. There's nothing reality in this world. There's no real estate. Even New York is not a real estate. It's a changing estate. Not this United States. It's divided state. Everything is divided. Decomposition takes place. Even politically, you can know the civil war, the North and South fought in America, and then united. And eventually it will again divide. There's no guarantee. So the whole world is changing. So galaxies are being swallowed by another galaxies. Our sun is only one small tiny speck with few planets like our Earth. And that's also changing. So there's nothing in this universe you can keep. That's called time, that's called mortality. But you can go that direction or this direction, but changes. But you cannot always say, change must take only in one direction. That's not possible. So, death of that plant is the birth of this body, my body becomes, and then death of this body brings in new flowers, new buds, new fruits, new objects. But you cannot create matter, nor you can destroy matter. This is the law of the science too. The same matter has to change, which you also know. Scientifically, matter cannot be destroyed, nor matter can be created. But the same matter has to go on change, different direction. Before it was invisible, this flower, it was just planted under earth as a compost. Old flower fell down, old leaf fell down and became compost. And then it started making into another and composed into beautiful flower. The same earth, same decomposed material, it becomes beautiful flowers. It's positive, say, and then it will fall down. So that's called mortality. Then if everything changes in this universe, everything moves in time, then something will not change. Something will not change under any condition. That's called, what's called, name of that?
Emergent.
That's called? What's called? Changes thing.
Atma.
Have you seen Atma? Anyone has seen? Where is he? Where's that Atma, or self, or soul, whatever the name you want to call it? It's also called of God, Brahman, Supreme Being, Father in the heaven, Allah, etc. Various names it is, Krishna, Shiva. But that is substratum. That substratum, the witness of these changes, the witness of the changes will not change. There's only one thing which will not change, that witness. That's called God. That God is not in Jerusalem or in Mecca or in Benares or up in the heaven. If it's up in the heaven, astronauts would have found out when that. There's no up or down also. Here from here, up is that way. In India, this side is up is that way. Down is up for. So there is no such thing as God seated somewhere up or somewhere down or somewhere in the heaven. If he's living in somewhere heaven, then you are limiting him. You can put an object in a space, but when it's an infinite thing, you cannot put in space or in time. That's called God. You cannot limit him in Benares or Mecca or Jerusalem or anywhere. Then you are saying, oh, God is only in Mecca, God is only in Benares. Then you are limiting him. You think he is finite object. Then God is not a finite object. He is infinite. Omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. That's a quality we give. If that's omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, omniscient, then there is no change in time and space. And you cannot limit him somewhere, only in some place. He is everywhere. And that God, you limit him, thinking he is all subject to time and space. He has got qualities. There is no quality for God. Only one quality is inherent quality. It's like the inherent quality of the fire is, it burns my finger because it is hot. You take the heat from the fire, there is no fire. So fire and heat are one and the same. So the one inherent quality of God is called Sat, Chit and Ananda. Sat means existence, it is eternal. It neither past nor exists in the past, nor in the present, nor in the future. It's called permanent. If it changes, it was something like my old body and body, and now it becomes present body, old body, and soon it will get decomposed and become the flower or fruits, or eaten by the worms and germs, then that cannot be immortal. That changes. But the God will never change. That's called immortal. Existent. Means eternal. It's no time. Chit is consciousness or knowledge. That means, just like this lamp, not only hot, it's also light. It gives light. It illuminates darkness. So your very nature is consciousness, knowledge. There's nothing you have to learn from me. In fact, I did not say anything which you do not know. You already know that. The consciousness, the knowledge is within you. You are that knowledge. Consciousness. Then Ananda, bliss. Your nature is Ananda. If you take these three things, Ananda, bliss, that's what you're looking for. What are you looking in your life? Happiness or pain? What are you looking?
Happiness.
And then what are you getting?
Pain.
Don't tell your mother. Your daddy said he is going to bring lots of food. And he's here. Daddy he called just now. As soon as he came down, he called he is going to bring lot more food. So don't run away. Because usually they're bringing lots of food. They brought some food also. So don't tell your daddy. He is paying off. He is also getting paid. How? He's taking care of you. He has to pay money for your tuition. So they're also getting paid. And sometimes you don't take care of them. You don't care about them. So they get paid too. Sometimes I love you, daddy will say. Sometimes you just say, go to hell, daddy. You won't say that. But you know, you can say, I love you, honey. Then you can say, go to hell, honey also. Opposite direction too. Yes. Time changes. But that immortal self, Atman or soul, the witness of all your actions. Even when I'm talking, he's listening. He's witnessing. Oh yes, Swami Vishnu is laughing.
Yeah.
Swami Vishnu's hand is moving. He watches that, just like you're watching a movie or a television or Hitchcock movie. Have you seen a Hitchcock movie? Yeah. When you watch a Hitchcock movie, what did you do? You? Frightened, scared, isn't it? Why? Why? Why are you frightened by looking at a movie or a television? You can see how it is television is done. See, he is doing it now. And just some films or some tapes and spray it back. You know it is an illusion, is it not? Mm-hmm. There is no Jaws or Frankenstein coming out of the closet. As Hitchcock moves, suddenly they open the closet, skeleton falls down, or you can say another room is open, which is locked for days and years, and suddenly a chair which has been turned down, and suddenly an old woman sitting there with all the hair still there, but the teeth are gone, and the face is only the raw, the bones, and therefore the bones are very still, the old gown is there. Ooh, you're frightened. You know that it is just an illusion, but you're frightened. Why you are frightened? You are not a hillbillies. You know how the movie has been done. And you look at the film, you don't see anything to frighten. But when you put on the movie and start running in a specific speed, and you watch that with your eyes and perceptions, my God, you are frightened. But you take the same film or same tape, you can't even see anything. That at least in the film you can see something. In the tape he's doing, there is nothing. You can just the recorded film and unrecorded video film. The tape looks exactly same, and you are not even frightened. But when you put on a machine and suddenly lights and colors, you're frightened. What is the cause of the frightening?
It seems real.
Why? Why it is real?
You forget that it's an illusion.
That's the cause of it. You've forgotten. What is forgotten?
That you're in a theater, that you're going to see a movie.
That's all you've forgotten? What have you forgotten? What is forgotten? Pardon?
That you're saying.
You've forgotten that I am. That you've forgotten. The witness, the consciousness I am. Sat, Chit and Ananda. That thing you've forgotten. That's called God. And that God, that's the Chidananda self, Atman, you've forgotten. An example, when I was first time, the exorcism came, that movie, I was in England. I have seen real exorcism when I was saying, my great late uncle was an exorcist, Mantravadi we call it. He knows certain mantras by which he make a mandalas and make a woman come and sit there who has been possessed, and I have seen about 5 or 6 strong men stands there, and she makes all types of from rejecting food, meat, etc. to make that spirit drink, so the spirit will be happy with. And then she started chanting. Within few minutes, the woman becomes so strong, her voice changes. And not only about 5 or 6 men cannot hold her at that time. She's just an ordinary housewife. And she eats about 10 people's food. They're like, it's not with that, with the fork and spoon. She takes the both as if a hungry person, he eats everything. What it is, sweet or makes no difference. Sweet and sour and pungent all mixed together, just follows. And 5 people maybe, 6 people's food she will eat. And then the magician said to cut short the story, okay, you have to leave this woman and get away. And the spirit is accepted. Okay, he is happy, it seems, whatever it is. And then she becomes normal, very normal. Like an ordinary housewife, as she was. Her voice back to a woman's voice, and a loving wife or mother, she's got her husband is standing there. And after 15 minutes, she goes back and eats her normal meal. I've seen this. I was studying a little bit physiology and biology, etc. But what happened to the 5 people's food she ate? In fact, there was food, it was there in front, and all disappeared through her own mouth, and there's only one place to go, and actually if it goes from here, it must go to the stomach, and then must go to smaller intestine to big. You all know that, I don't have to explain. You are not hillbillies again, I remind you. But then why did she afterwards, normally she went and ate her food. What happened to her the food? What explanation any scientist doctors can give? I watched this when I was a young boy in my school time. I watched this every new moon day. It is done. That's not a full moon day, a dark night. That's the time spirit manifests more better. And anyhow, I watched these scenes, so I know how that the one of the spirit, one of the time, she was very bad spirit, and she was invoking the spirit, and spirit manifested. She became very violent, and so many gods tried to, but she's so bloodthirsty, that spirit. You want to just bite the magician itself, the late uncle who was performing, and there's no way to stop that immediate thirst for blood. So what he did is he just cut his own wrist, and he applied that on the mouth of that woman. And the spirit became quiet. Of course, from the Western scientific point of view, this is all just illusion. But spirit world do exist. That will come back to stage. So I just gave it this example. So I went to see The Exorcism. I want to see, everyone says about this movie, people are fighting, so many people are just scared about. So I want to see, I said, read Exorcism. I want to see how these people created this illusion. So I said, in London, I was staying at the London Center. So please, I am going to see this movie, and so take me, I want to see it. So we got a taxi, London taxi, and then few of the staff also came and jumped. Swamiji, I also want to come. So it's a London taxi quite big, So anyhow, and one student came from California. She's also was one of our staff. And Swamiji, I was afraid to go to see the movie, but you are going, I will come with you. I said, you are coming from California, Hollywood, yes, in movie, why are you afraid of this thing? No, Swamiji, I am not afraid, but I am afraid, because you are coming, so I will definitely go with you. Then I explained to her, it takes about 15 minutes or 20 minutes of taxi drive. See, it is an illusion. Have you seen a movie taken? It's just a film. At that time, there was not even video cameras are not very common, I think. So you see yourself film, then you take the film. Are you afraid? No. And when the movie was shot, it is also unreal, because you have seen the Hollywood studios. That studio is only front, you can sometimes the 5th Avenue, 8th Avenue. What you see, just exactly the yoga center, all the buildings, it's all made of plywood, but it looks like real. And inside you go, and open the door and go inside, what do you see? Daddy, come here, I told about you are bringing lots of food. Come in so they can see. Definitely they will believe me, otherwise they won't believe me. Come in, doctor. Dr. Larry, Miss Murali's husband. You can sit somewhere. Okay, thank you. You brought lots of food? Thank you. Then on they will sit, otherwise they won't hear my lecture, they said. So I explained about, she's an intelligent girl, Hollywood. Yes, you all must have seen Hollywood studios, is it not? Or make-believe. It's only front is there, behind there's only some post holding the front. It's all just Yes, I have seen that. I know that. I know how the film is shot. So it's a double illusion, not only single illusion. Because the movie itself, it looks like a 8th Avenue, but it's nothing but 8th Avenue. It is just a plywood. Looks like 8th Avenue. Including the bank signs, exactly that replica. If you think, oh my God, how did I come here? So when it's shot, it is also illusion. It's just film. It's just nothing there, light and shadow. Why are you afraid? So I explained the truth. There is no truth. It's all unreal. So don't be afraid. There's something. So said, I am not afraid. See, I am going to repeat, I am not afraid, I am not afraid. It's an illusion, I am afraid. I made it repeat several times. So by that time we got the ticket, we got inside, and then light slowly dimmed, and then suddenly the screen came to life. The screen is nothing but what? The substratum. Don't forget that substratum. The screen is the substratum, the witness, the Brahman. It has got no color, it has got no waterfalls or no blood, no jaws, no exorcism, no exorcist. It is just a plain white screen. And suddenly the white screen became live. And everyone was watching carefully. And suddenly she said something, I will sit next to you in case something happened. So it was next to me. And suddenly, she started vomiting the pea soup, and the bed started shaking. I was just watching, how that made this illusion of the bed shaking and what type of things, how she's able to vomit. Much given some doctors know some things on that pea soup or whatever it is. Anyhow, so I said, it's an illusion. She was repeating. I told her to repeat. So come on, stop. Don't cry. It's an illusion. And she closed her eyes and said,